This week we're going to get back to the TLRs and we're going to look at the Voigtlander Brilliant. The Voigtlander Brilliant comes up a lot when you talk about bargain TLRs, and it was originally released in the 1930s. It is actually called a pseudo TLR according to Camerapedia, and that's because it has a brilliant viewfinder, also probably where it gets its namesake. A brilliant viewfinder isn't like a ground glass viewfinder, but it is a lot brighter. We're going to look at it later, but let's look at the basics of this. And so that's the winding mechanism, and you can see it actually has a piece of plastic that's missing, so it's actually not able to be used right now. But when opening the back, you're going to see that the film should wind from the bottom of the camera to the top, so the opposite of the way I'm showing there. So this is the bottom of it, and that spool you can move to the top, and then you're going to wind the film back up. So a pretty simple mechanism, most TLRs. So here I'm going to close it up, and you're going to see that the bottom is pretty simple latching mechanism, pretty cheap way to build it, but it's still well built. There's the viewfinder so you can look at the film. On the lens, you're going to see that that's the cable shutter release, and then that's the shutter right there. There's the aperture. And this is how you cock the shutter. So cocking the shutter, pulling it up, and then pulling down on the shutter. Shutter speeds are on the lens. So this is a cheaper way of building a camera. You just put a lens on it, and then a couple of pieces of glasses and a couple of mirrors, and you're done. So TLRs are just simpler in that way. Here's the viewfinder. So look how bright it is, and this is an afternoon sun. On a ground glass, it's going to be a lot dimmer than that, but this is perfectly bright. And it's a brilliant finder, not a ground glass typical TLR finder. So in the end, I really like this camera. I think it's really well built. I didn't get a chance to shoot with it, but just from handling it, it's a pretty well built camera. And I think it's anywhere from $50 to $75 is a good price to pay for this camera. Anything below 50 is a great deal. So hope you guys enjoyed this series, and remember to like this video and subscribe to this channel, and I will have a couple more TLRs before it ends out. Thank you. Bye.